Hi Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 191. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch, so I hope you like what you see. Comment, subscribe, do the YouTube things. And if you're a returning friend, thank you so much for coming to visit with me again this week. I look forward to our visits so much. So, yes, I am coming at you a day late because yesterday was my birthday. I spent the day shopping, eating some good food, getting some stitching time in, my favorite things to do, and no work. So that was a glorious day, and it was very peaceful and calming, and I loved it so much. And I didn't get to see my Aussie, but I'll tell you about that at the end. So we're jumping into this. So I discovered something new this last week as I was gathering. I started finally using that app to where you can organize your charts. So at very beginning stages of that. I started a long time ago for my DMCs. It's the X Stitch app. I'm not really sure. If I can figure out how to get the emblem, I'll pop it here. But that's what I am starting to use to organize my cross stitching world. Let's just put it that way. So that I stop by DMC every time I think I need it to start a new. Anyway, all of that to say, I started working on that this week, but I also was helping a friend that on here ask me about conversions from the fancy flosses to DMC, and I discovered something and I can't wait to share it with you. So I printed out it off the website, but you don't have to do that. So what I'm talking about is conversion charts to go from specialty flosses to DMC, and I've had a source for a long time, but it is the cross stitch store that went out of company. Business just recently. Here's my OPs stopping by to say hi. All right, so let's get on with this. This is what I printed this out, but I'm going to put the name of it right here, and I'm actually going to probably hyperlink this into my description box below so that it's there at all times. But it is the Starlight Stitchery, as you can see right there, the Starlight Stitchery, and she has, or he has, they have, Classic Colorworks to DMC, the Gentle Arts, Needlepoint Silk. I'm working. Of course, Valdani, and no, Opie, you're gonna knock everything down. And Weeks Dye Works. So, definitely a source that is very usable. And very, I just, when I discovered that, I so wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah, so I wanted to start that out, sharing that. So thank you, for asking the question on here, because it had me dig in and I found something new. So very cool. Again, never hesitate to ask questions on here. I love interacting with everyone and the comments, and I try to help. So with that, I'm going to talk about my description box below because I am adding that to it. I also have the Happy Mail form, which allows me to randomly pull addresses and send out Happy Mail, which is just usually a card saying thank you, but I do appreciate you, and everyone loves to get a little love in the mail. So fill that link out if you're interested. I also have a Buy Me a Coffee and a Ko-fi link down there. Plenty of other links also to my friends that do extras in the Flosstube world, sell t-shirts, have online shops, sell project bags. So visit the links and you can help some of the friends. So there's that. All right. But one of the friends that I had met because I bought her piece, and I bought a piece from her for a full coverage to stitch, and she welcomed us. I'm talking about Stitch is So Beautiful. You've heard me mention in the last few videos. Well, I'm pulling the winner for the giveaway of this giraffe chart, and the winner of that is Caitlin Briggs. Caitlin Briggs, if you can communicate with me, send me an email at janetjabber@gmail.com. We will get the link we'll get it set up to where she sends it to you, or she tells me to forward. We'll figure it out. But I'm so excited. So congratulations, Caitlin. She had said that the giraffe would look so good hanging in her son's bedroom. So I hope you are a full coverage stitcher and you want to stitch this. So very cool. I also, something that I do on here every week, I try to, is my featured friend. And I have Donna this time. So she has two versions of this piece. I'm going to pop it up here for a couple. And her versions are of the Follow Your Heart by the Silver Creek Sampler. She had a blue way that she gifted to her bestie, which was a 14 count iridescent Ada combo of Weeks Dye Works and Dinky Dyes. And then she did another one in 14 count oatmeal in Kimberly from the Fat Quarter Shop's Conversion. So those are so cute. I love that you stitched it twice. I may have to go find that chart because that is super cute. And what stitcher doesn't need that chart? I don't know that I just missed it on the radar. Who knows? But thank you for sharing that, Donna. Your stitching is beautiful. I loved your fully finished piece, and I love the finished piece and your the changes that you went with there. So thank you for sharing. And if you want to have your fully finished piece where you're at, doesn't matter, send me a message at janetjabber@gmail.com. I'll add it to the queue and I will show your stuff here. Everyone loves to see additional stitching, so thank you for the sharing. With that, we're going to get into my stitching. So what have I been doing this week? I have some finishes. The dogs are all, sorry, I know you heard tap, tap, tap. The dogs are all about being around me today. So what I have first for a finish is one of the 6 of the mental health care SAL, which is my friend Candy that is hosting that. Ouch, I just hit my elbow. So this is the first chart of that series that I just started stitching, and I am in love with this. When I love stitching, it was super quick, but I didn't like go busto. But anyway, mental health matters. The back stitching on this is beautiful. Again, this is an Emma Conda piece that was in a couple of magazines. I had to check them out from my library, so I'll be rechecking them out as I stitch these pieces, but it's definitely a source to use, and happy with that finished piece. So my next one is my stocking from the Blackbird Designs. This is from the May brochure. I am stitching a stocking a month. This is my 2nd year doing it. I will do this for 3 years to get all of these stockings knocked out, and then I'll start, assembling them at some point. But this is my May stocking, which made me so happy. So I am a May baby, and this Lily of the Valley piece was fun to stitch. But I will tell you, 3 times before I found this colorway that I absolutely loved. I want to show you if I can get it out. I tried and started stitching on this color, and then this color, and then this color was the winner. These 2 colors right here were perfect matches for the colors in the flower, and it did not let it work. So very frustrating, not really, but I wanted it to be right, so I just kept trying until I found something. So, and that was out of my stash, so it didn't cost me to run to a store or wait for mailings. But my last but not least stitch is Resting Beach Face. This is a hands-on design pattern that I had in my queue, but like touched it for a start or maybe 2 days and then never touched again. And that's ridiculous because this is a little quick stitch. I did change the skin color. I gave my little lady a tan, and I changed the color around the eyeglasses. It's supposed to be a bright pink red up there, and I'm more of a teal girl, so I went with that change. Love it, and that's another finish that I get a mark off of my whip list. So that is my finishes, and I'm going to move on to my stitching, which I have a huge announcement for you in regards to my Mirabilia. So Mirabilia Spring Queen, this is what she will look like, and this is what she currently looks like. You guys, I did it! All of the leaves in the dress are completely done. This beautiful stitch is ready for backstitching Kreinik beads and then done. So I will clearly have this done before the first day of summer and move along. And I don't know what I'm going to stitch in place of her every day, but we got to get to that point yet. So the Kreinik and the back stitching don't slow me down. The beads kind of slow me down. But Last Queen, I had a system on it, so we'll see if that system is a hit to where it goes again. But that is my queen. And then I have a stitch a day, which is a thread a day is what it's called. And my thread a day piece for the month of May is Half the Fun. Don't think I'm going to get this done for the month of May, so it will keep going on. But this is Ink Circles, Half the Fun. I'm kind of hoarse, sorry guys. And this is where I'm at. So Ink Circles, Half the Fun usually are charts that are like repeats. So I have definitely this quadrant, string. this quadrant and this quadrant done. And then these are, it's so close. It's so close. And it will not be done in May. There's no way possible I see that happening. But I am just going to keep plugging away, and we'll see where we get for the end of May, because I have one more video before the end of May, and then we'll probably plug along to finish that, just like I did last month for, what was my focus for last month? Y'all are screaming at me because you see me all the time. And it's already like put ready to finish. Oh, Wilbur. And I had so many good comments about my Wilbur finish. So thank you for the love on Wilbur. Yeah. Jeez, oh Pete. All right, my next piece that I stitched on, this was one of my Whip Go goals. So I did get stitched on it. This is Leela Studio, Serena. I'm stitching on this piece for my daughter. There's certain pieces that I stitch on for certain people, and that is one of them. And I'm happy with where I got. This is on a 40 count Be Stitch Me. I don't know. Oh, that other one was, my last one was Be Stitch Me, My Precious. And that one's 18 count. This is a 40 count Be Stitch Me. I don't know if it has a name. But what I got to for my Whip Go goals is I got this plant in, this seaweed in, this plant, and the treasure chest outline. So yeah, it looks so good. This 40 count is super fun to stitch with. Some 40 counts for me are a struggle, but that one doesn't seem to be it. So yeah. All right, so my next one is my Mill Hill Monday. And I gotta make sure I'm showing it right. I am. So my Mill Hill Monday is my daughter's zodiac sign. And I basically got this dark stitching in here. I wanted to get it out of the way to where I can just sit here and fill now, and I don't have to look at the chart. So we'll see where I get on that, because my video I'll come out to you next week is probably going to be really light stitching. For my Wicked Wednesday, it is my Tiny Modernist Halloween calendar. And I did complete another square. So the square number 27 is done. He didn't take a lot of time to stitch, but nonetheless, he is done. Oh, I should have gave a warning, Audrey. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Some people just don't like those little spider guys. All right. I have a couple pieces of mail I want to share. I got a beautiful postcard from Daylene. So grateful. She is such a treasure and such a friend. Thank you for the postcard. And it makes me think I need to do more postcards. I need to find some postcards from here in my neck of the woods, and that be what I send out. So I also received a thank you card from Valerie. Valerie sent me this handmade card, and there's a little note in here. But what she also sent along, I'm going to do this week here, was a handle of stamps so that I can do my monthly stitching or whatever postage it helps with. So thank you very much for that. And I love that homemade card. I don't know if that was done on a Cricut or not, but I need to get better and learn how to do that. I have a Cricut. I don't use it for stuff like that. I don't know. I use it for my floss drops. All right, so the next thing, I have a little bit of haul. I have a huge Aussie update at the end, and another, stick around. It's fun, stick around. Okay, so one of my pieces of haul was from the purple haul, which is my friend SammyJ for the tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. I had seen this chart at Stitch Away, and I wanted it, and I reached out to her. Ink circles, new doors. I know it's got a glare on it. I'm going to read this to you because it was the saying that got me. This is my motto that I encourage my children to think about, and I live my life this way. So old keys won't open new doors. So when a new door opens, life just cycles and moves on, and you can't slow that down, and it is what it is. So the next thing I got was for Stars Hollow with the Black Needle Society. I won some of the giveaways, so that chart came in the mail, and it reminded me I hadn't shown you something else. So thank you from Love You More Studios. That was their little thank you card. I won Plum Street Samplers Spring Moon. I also won Plum Street Samplers Penny Spring. My mom's name was Penny, so I love this. And last but not least was October House Snip Snip. So I won those charts, so I will be adding those to the haul on that app. Okay, so I love their other, Black Needle Society has a second business, and it's called Love You More Studios. I use their bags for some of my smalls, and I also use them for books because it's actually meant for reading. But I got myself a little thing when they were having a sale, and I use these. So frog, of course. I had someone at my last stitching thing when I said that I was frogging. She didn't know what that meant because not everybody knows all our acronyms. And frog is not an acronym, but when you are pulling out your stitches, you're ripping out your stitches. Rip, rip, ribbit, ribbit, frog, frog. It's kind of cute. This cute little heart one. I am all about the blue. I'm a blue and yellow girl. And no, not Michigan fan. I mean, I'm not against Michigan, but I don't know. And this woodland one. Oh, look at that raccoon. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, yes. So those are ones that I will pull out when I have little things that I want to do. So what else? I want to talk to you about my plans for this week. It is going to be a light stitching week because we're rolling into a holiday weekend, and yeah. So for that, I still need to get and a 4 screw done for my month of May goals. And I have a see you later, which the chart I'll pop here. Well, you'll see it next week. I have a goal for stitching on that. That's the one I'm stitching for the grandkid, for baby Ozzy, for it's like all these cute little sayings about bye-bye. So those are definitely on my list of what to stitch. But I want to show you something else that came in the mail, and then a huge finish, and yeah. So I had told you that I had, for Mother's Day, I walked a 5K for my mother. Well, what inspired this was I belong to, and never have done this, some virtual races is what you call it. Like you can do 5Ks, 10s, full marathons, whatever, but you do it on your own. You log the time, you upload the results. That's how you like do this thing. I'm new to the game. This company was kind of cool to work with, but I don't know how you do the accumulation because you don't have to do it all at one time with some of the companies. So I'll figure that out. My friend Katie has done those, and I need your help. But this medal that I'm going to show you is what drew me in to start the process of doing the 5K. But it is called A Run for Mom. This is beautiful. This is definitely my jam. So it is a medallion like a racer would win. It says finisher on the back. And this is what started it all, and now what started it all will be a tradition that I do every year on Mother's Day, where I walk for my mom. It says honoring moms everywhere, and it says around this thing, it says mom in all kinds of languages around here. So I wanted to share that with you because it was very special to me. Something else that's very special with me, I am going to show you kind of in my hands, and then hopefully pop a picture. But I have a finish, and this is my other craft that you've heard me tinker with, and this is my quilt. This is a Valentine quilt. So that was the heart swap upside down. Oh, geez, oh, Pete, yeah. So this is the backing, and I know I've shown you a picture before, but I actually do what's called a stitch in the ditch to do the quilting. I have never sent, well, I've sent one quilt ever to a professional, and that was because it was ginormous. The quilts I do now are lap size. So this was fun to stitch, and oh, this is a little other peek. So anyway, super proud of myself and happy, and now I am going on to figure out what my next quilt is that I'm going to be working on. So there is that. Now, if that's all you're here for, I'm not sending you away. I'm telling you about my kids and Ozzy. My kids Colton and Lizzie and Ozzy are on a vacation and having a great time. I have pictures to share of Ozzy right here, which I'm going to just put over top of my face. But they're off for a week's vacation. The airplane ride down, they were nervous about, but Ozzy was a wonderful rider. And as they were getting off the first plane, my daughter thanked the stewardess and mentioned that this was Ozzy's first ride. The pilot said, wait, and he took her up into the cockpit and gave her a set of wings. And oh my gosh, my heart, my dad was a private pilot, so that was super special to Lizzie. And when she told me, I teared up. You can probably hear it in my voice as I've got pictures here. But also, She's been enjoying wonderful little naps, just covered up under the sun because she is not going to get sunburned. But sunsets, playing with her dad, looking out at the ocean view, swimming, and I'm attaching a swimming video at the very end of this. So I hope you like these little pictures of Ozzy and the adventures the kids are enjoying on their vacation. I miss them terribly, and I can't wait for them to get home. But I FaceTime, and Ozzy like wants to eat the phone. She wants her grandma. We joke and say that I'm in the black box, but she wants her grandma. So it's wonderful. Good for them to revive their soul and to get back to the grind afterwards. But wonderful vacation for them. So with that, that's all the stitching information. That's all the life updates I have. Everybody's doing great here. I'm going to get off of here so you can get on to your next Flosstuber. So please keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.